try to imagine what it would be like to see the world beyond the limits of human sight. What if your eyes could see ultraviolet light, invisible to everyone else? What if you could see patterns in sunlight that point the way home like a natural compass? Or if your eyes could glow in the dark, lighting up the night like headlights? Now, imagine all of that and realize some animals actually can. Yes, the human eye is extraordinary, delicate, complex, and powerful. But in the animal kingdom, evolution has created visual systems that are nothing short of supernatural. So today we're going to explore 7 of the most mind-blowing eyes in the natural world and see how these creatures might actually see their reality. If you love learning about the eye's vision science and the hidden secrets of how creatures perceive their worlds, then you're in the right place. My name is Dr. Albert, and on this channel, we explore everything about the eye, from how it works to how it sees. If that sounds fascinating, don't forget to subscribe and keep your focus sharp, because what you're about to discover might just change the way you look at the world. Alright, let's open our eyes, literally, and dive in. Number 1. The mantis shrimp, the superhero of sight. The mantis shrimp isn't actually a shrimp. It's more like a tiny underwater brawler with a vision system of a god. This little creature has eyes so advanced that even scientists have trouble describing what it must be like to see through them. Let me put this into perspective. Humans have 3 types of color receptors: red, green, and blue. That's it. Every color you've ever seen, every sunset, every rainbow, every glowing screen. Is your brain mixing and matching those 3 signals? The mantis shrimp? It has 12. That's 4 times as many color channels, plus the ability to detect ultraviolet and even a bit of infrared. That means this little crustacean can see colors that literally do not exist in the human imagination. Try to picture what ultraviolet might look like. You can't. Maybe it's like an electric shimmer or a glowing purple halo over everything. But whatever it looks like, the mantis shrimp sees it effortlessly. Its eyes are mounted on stalks that move independently, like 2 periscopes scanning different worlds. Each eye can see depth on its own, so it can judge distance with a single eye. That's like having built-in 3D goggles in each eyeball. And when it hunts, it doesn't just strike, it snaps. Its claws shoot out so fast that they create tiny shock waves in the water, producing light, heat, and sound in one explosive move. That's how fast they are, and they need those hyper-accurate eyes to hit their mark. Scientists have called the mantis shrimp's vision alien. If we could see what they see, we might find our world almost unbearably bright and vibrant, filled with colors and wavelengths we can't even describe. So while we humans marvel at rainbows, the mantis shrimp is probably unimpressed. Number 2. The dragonfly, the aerial hunter with 360 degrees vision. Now let's look up from the sea to the sky. The dragonfly, delicate, ancient, and built like a flying camera drone. These creatures have some of the most sophisticated eyes in the insect world. Each dragonfly eye is a mosaic made up of around 30,000 individual lenses called ommatidia. Each tiny lens captures a fragment of the world, and together they form a panoramic vision, so wide that the dragonfly can practically see all around itself, almost 360 degrees. But it gets even better. Dragonflies can perceive polarized light, the kind of light that bounces and vibrates in particular directions. If humans could see polarized light, the sky would look completely different. We'd see glowing rings radiating from the sun, invisible pathways across the air that shift and shimmer with time of day. Imagine the atmosphere itself becoming a navigational map. That's how dragonflies use the sky. They use these polarized patterns to orient themselves, track movement, and even know the time of day. And because of that, dragonflies are among the most accurate hunters on Earth. They can catch their prey mid-air with near-perfect precision, locking onto movement faster than most computer vision systems can track. Their world is a symphony of motion, light, and geometry, a universe painted not in colors, but in direction and shimmer. The next time you see a dragonfly hovering near water, remember, it's not just flying, it's reading the sky. Number 3. Cat eyes, night vision masters. If you've ever looked at a cat at night, you know how eerie those glowing eyes can be. It's as if they have headlights built in, following you from the darkness. There's a good reason for that. Cat eyes are designed for a world of shadows. Their pupils aren't round like ours. They're vertical slits. That unique shape helps them judge depth with extreme accuracy, especially when pouncing on prey. It allows them to control the amount of light entering their eyes more precisely than humans ever could. And behind their retina lies a special reflective layer called the tapetum lucidum. It acts like a mirror, bouncing light back through the retina a second time. That's why cat eyes shine in the dark when you flash a light at them. This structure amplifies dim light, letting them see up to 6 times better than humans in near darkness. So while you're fumbling for the light switch, your cat is probably watching you in perfect detail. But there's a trade-off. Cats don't see color the way we do. They're mostly red-green colorblind, relying on shades of blue, green, and yellow, plus incredible motion sensitivity. To a cat, the world isn't vibrant, it's subtle. Shadows, movements, and edges matter more than color. That's why when you toss a red toy, your cat might ignore it, not because they're lazy, but because it probably just looks gray. So when you see that flash of green light in the dark, you're witnessing one of nature's most efficient night vision systems at work. Number 4. Goats, horses, and camels, the watchful grazers. Now, let's move from hunters to the hunted. For prey animals like goats, horses, and camels, survival depends on awareness. And their eyes have evolved in an extraordinary way to give them that advantage. Their pupils are rectangular and horizontal, unlike the vertical slits of cats or the round pupils of humans. Why? Because they live life with their heads down, grazing, while constantly scanning for predators. Those long, horizontal pupils expand their field of view, creating a panoramic landscape image. They can see nearly all the way around their bodies, front, sides, and even behind, without moving their heads. And here's the wildest part. When these animals bend down to eat, their eyes rotate in their sockets to keep the pupils aligned with the ground. That means even when their head tilts, their world doesn't. It's as if their vision is locked to the horizon, stabilizing their entire field of view no matter how they move. This adaptation helps them spot danger from any direction, while minimizing glare from the bright sun. So when a goat suddenly jerks its head up in alarm, it's not reacting blindly. It's been watching everything the entire time. Their world is wide, level, and alert, a constant panoramic awareness designed for survival. Number 5. The giant squid, the deep sea spotlight. Now we descend into the deep, where sunlight fades and mystery reigns. The giant squid lives in darkness, so complete that human eyes would be useless there. But the squid's eyes? They're the size of soccer balls, each one about 27 centimeters across, making them the largest eyes in the entire animal kingdom. Why so big? Because the deeper you go, the less light there is. And those massive eyes are built to collect even the faintest glimmer. They can detect bioluminescent flashes from prey or predators hundreds of meters away. Light so dim that it would be invisible to us. But here's the real twist. Some squids actually produce their own light. Embedded in their eyes are photophores, tiny organs filled with glowing bacteria that act like built-in lanterns. Imagine that, an animal whose eyes literally light up the dark. They use this glow to spot prey, communicate, and even camouflage themselves by matching the faint shimmer of the moonlight above. If humans had eyes like the giant squid we could see in the depths of the ocean, or maybe even across the galaxy. They are the deep-sea detectives of evolution, carrying their own headlights into the abyss. Number 6. The chameleon, eyes that defy logic. Now, if there's one creature that breaks every rule of how eyes should work, it's the chameleon. Just look at them, each eye swiveling independently, moving in completely different directions, scanning the world like a living turret. And yet, when it's time to strike at an insect, both eyes suddenly lock together on a single point, calculating depth and distance with perfect precision. Humans can't do this. Our eyes are neurologically linked. If one focuses, the other automatically follows. Chameleons have the unique ability to focus each eye independently, a skill so alien it's almost robotic. Their eye muscles are also unusual. In humans, those muscles are smooth, they don't grow with exercise. But in chameleons, they're striated, meaning they can be strengthened like a bicep. If humans had eyes like chameleons, you could literally work out your vision at the gym. But in reality, that would probably lead to glaucoma. So maybe best not to try. Their 360-degree awareness allows them to stay perfectly still while scanning their surroundings for prey and predators. And when they finally spot an insect, their eyes converge, their focus sharpens, and their tongue shoots out faster than the blink of a human eye. To a chameleon, the world isn't static. It's a rotating, three-dimensional panorama where every direction is worth watching. Number 7. The owl, the silent hunter of the night. Owls are nature's stealth aircraft. Every part of their body is engineered for silent flight, and their eyes are the radar. But here's something most people don't realize. An owl's eyes aren't round. They're tubes. That shape gives them an incredible ability to focus light, creating telescopic vision perfect for hunting in darkness. But it also means their eyes can't move like ours. Instead, they evolved to rotate their necks up to 270 degrees to compensate. Their retinas are packed with rod cells, specialized for detecting low light, giving them some of the best night vision in the animal kingdom. But they have very few cone cells, so their world is mostly monochrome. In simple terms, owls see in stunning clarity at night, but in shades of gray. They also have a third eyelid, a translucent membrane that slides across their eyes to clean and protect them, like a built-in windshield wiper. It's called the nictitating membrane, and it allows them to keep their vision clear while flying through dust or swooping into prey. Their world is quiet, black and silver, lit only by the faintest glimmers of moonlight. When they stare into the dark, they truly see what we cannot. Bonus eye, the cuttlefish, the shape-shifting visionary. Now, if you've made it this far, thank you. You've earned a bonus. Let's talk about the cuttlefish. This bizarre marine creature has a W-shaped pupil. Yes, a literal W, when exposed to bright light. At first glance, it looks strange, almost cartoonish. But this shape serves a powerful purpose. It allows the cuttlefish to control light intake and direction with precision. By bending and splitting light differently across its retina, the cuttlefish can detect contrast, depth, and movement in ways that even human cameras can't. In dim light, that W-shaped pupil expands into a full circle, maximizing sensitivity. This gives the cuttlefish exceptional control over glare and focus, essential in the complex underwater lighting environment. And because cuttlefish are masters of camouflage, some scientists believe this W shape may also help them see themselves, or at least detect how well their body patterns blend with their surroundings. It's almost as if their eyes are both cameras and mirrors, constantly adjusting to the art of invisibility. When you think about it, sight is more than just light entering an eye. It's perception. It's awareness. It's the story your brain tells you about the world. Every animal we've looked at today, whether it is shrimp, a squid, a cat, or an owl, sees a completely different reality. The same sunset, the same forest, the same ocean, but seen through an entirely different language of light. And here's a fun thought. If we could somehow trade eyes with any of these creatures, we might not even recognize our own planet. So let me ask you, if you could borrow the vision of any animal for just one day, which would you choose? Would you soar like a dragonfly, seeing the sky in polarized waves? Or would you prowl like a cat, seeing in near total darkness? Let me know in the comments. I love hearing how you imagine the world. The next time you look at your own reflection, remember, your eyes are incredible. They let you read, drive, laugh, and connect with the world in ways no camera could ever replicate. But somewhere out there, in a forest, ocean, or desert, there's an animal seeing a world we can't even imagine. To them, our version of sight might seem dull, like watching life through a fog window. That's the beauty of biology. Evolution doesn't just create life, it creates perspectives. So whether you're fascinated by the mantis shrimp's ultraviolet world or the owl's silver night vision, one thing's clear. There's no single way to see. There are endless ways. If you enjoyed this journey through the eyes of nature, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone who loves the wonders of science and the mysteries of the mind. I'm Dr. Albert, and this has been Eyes Beyond Imagination. Keep looking closely. And as always, keep an eye on it.